Along the sprawling savanna grasslands of Kenya, buffaloes are often found in areas with fresh grass after rains and scattered shade. They rest during the hot hours and maintain a watchful distance within the herd. When moving through open spaces, their formations are kept stable, making them easily detectable from a distance. From hidden positions in the low grass, a pride of lions silently closes the distance and forces an adult buffalo into a state of constant maneuvering. Lions approach in rhythmic bursts from multiple directions to disrupt movement and separate the target from the herd. The buffalo tries to maintain its direction and create space, but the constant pressure narrows its range of movement. As the pressure continues, the buffalo's ability to hold its position diminishes, and it stops after a period of resistance. A nearby buffalo herd returns and advances into the area, forcing the lions to temporarily retreat to avoid a direct collision. When the target stopped moving, lion returned and took control of the area, thus completing the hunt with lion emerging victorious. This sequence of events demonstrates how teamwork allowed lion to maintain pressure long enough to achieve his objective. Buffalo could react briefly, but couldn't change the outcome once distance was controlled. The hunt ended with lion retaining access to the food source and the buffalo herd leaving the area. Amidst the vast grasslands of the Serengeti, hyenas are often seen near migrating wildebeest herds, where food sources vary seasonally. They utilize abandoned burrows of other burrowing species for resting and raising their young. Operating in groups in open spaces, they maintain constant communication and observation, thus creating opportunities for unexpected encounters. In an area with leftover food, a group of hyenas is gathered when a male lion appears and approaches within range. The lion accelerates, closing in and charging directly into the center of the group to disrupt their formation and gain control. One hyena is separated when the lion gets close enough, while others quickly move around to counter pressure. As the confrontation intensifies, the hyena maintains distance and continuously approaches the group to recapture the separated member. Lion couldn't hold its position as pressure increased from multiple directions, forcing it to retreat after its initial approach. The hyena escaped the danger, and the confrontation ended with lion forced to withdraw. This sequence of events demonstrates how teamwork allowed the hyenas to maintain mutual protection for short periods. Lion could gain an advantage with a surprise approach, but couldn't sustain it against a collective response. The confrontation ended with hyena holding its formation and lion leaving the area. In the sparsely vegetated areas of Botswana and Zimbabwe, wild dogs live and move nimbly through wide open spaces. They often use abandoned burrows of warthogs or aardvarks as breeding grounds for their young. When operating near a burrow, the pack maintains vigilance and positions themselves around it, creating a situation where they are easily detected if an intruder approaches. From the nearby low bush, a male lion observes and approaches the wild dog pack gathered around the burrow. When close enough, the lion accelerates, charging into the center of the area to break up the formation and surprise them. A young wild dog is separated from its defensive position, while the adults begin to move away to avoid direct contact. As soon as the lion successfully approaches, it maintains its position and controls the area for a short time. The wild dog pack is unable to maintain its defensive formation and is forced to retreat from the vicinity of the burrow. The encounter ended with lion gaining complete control of the area, and the wild dogs were unable to protect their young. After the encounter, it was evident that the wild dogs had an advantage operating in groups in open space, but were vulnerable to surprise attacks near fixed positions. Lion capitalized on timing and location to gain a quick advantage at close range. The encounter concluded with lion maintaining control and the wild dog pack leaving the area. Throughout sub-Saharan Africa, lions are the only big cat species that live in prides and adapt to a wide variety of environments, from grasslands to low scrub. Areas with scattered grass and scrub provide lionesses with the ability to approach their targets undetected. When operating in large territories, lionesses maintain control of the area, making it easier to spot other individuals intruding. From a controlled area, a leopard passes through the area, showing signs of lioness activity and moves cautiously to find an escape route. The male lioness detects the presence and quickly closes the distance, forcing the leopard to constantly change direction. As the distance narrows, the lioness accelerates, closing in and blocking the escape route. With the escape route restricted, the leopard loses its mobility advantage and cannot maintain a safe distance. The confrontation ends when the lioness maintains control of the area, forcing the leopard to leave. The situation concludes with a clear advantage for the lioness. Once the situation became clear, with no more room to maneuver, leopard could no longer maintain its familiar advantage. Lion had the advantage of operating within familiar territory and better distance control. The battle ended when lion continued to maintain the area and leopard could no longer remain within that range. Along the savannas of eastern and southern Africa, impalas are often found near riverbanks and natural water bodies, where water is available year-round. This space allows them to both forage and observe their surroundings. When moving in herds in open areas, impalas maintain a steady rhythm, thus creating conditions for being tracked from close range. Hiding in a low ditch, the leopard remains still for extended periods, observing the herd's movement without revealing its position. When an impala approaches within range, the leopard closes the distance with low strides, maintaining a steady approach rhythm. At the right moment, the leopard suddenly accelerates, closing in, giving the impala no time to create a safe distance. Once successfully closing in, the leopard maintains control and stays close to prevent the impala from moving further. The impala loses its rhythm and cannot escape the leopard's control in the initial seconds. The hunt ended quickly when leopard successfully subdued and held its target. Following this incident, leopard's ambush strategy and patience gave it a clear advantage at close range. Impalas have good speed and reflexes, but these were not effective when approached unexpectedly. The hunt concluded with leopard securing its prey and the impala pack leaving the area. Deep in the Amazon rainforest, jaguars live near large bodies of water, where they hunt and move along familiar routes. The dense environment and river system allow them to control distinct territories when two males move close together in the same area. Encounters and conflicts are likely to occur. In an open clearing near the water's edge, two male jaguars face each other and begin approaching cautiously. They circle, observing and constantly adjusting their distance before getting closer. When the distance narrows, both charge at each other directly to test the other's reaction. As the distance continues to narrow, one individual shows more assertiveness and maintains the close approach longer. The other slows down its approach and gradually retreats to avoid prolonging the confrontation. The encounter ended when one animal held its position in the area, while the other voluntarily retreated without serious injury. On wide-open grasslands and savannas, snakes are highly mobile and utilize open terrain to observe from a distance. Species like the black mamba often move through areas with low grass cover and a stable food source. In less obstructed spaces, they can easily detect movement around them, thus forming an initial observational advantage. From the edge of the sparse grass, a mongoose approaches and maintains a safe distance to observe the snake's reaction. The snake continuously raises its head and adjusts its direction, while the mongoose moves quickly in short strides to avoid direct contact. When the observational rhythm is prolonged, the mongoose chooses a moment to suddenly approach to test the opponent's reaction. As the distance shortens, both maintain a state of tension and continuously adjust their positions. The mongoose approaches quickly and then retreats immediately, avoiding prolonged contact, while the snake maintains its direction and seeks an opening to escape. The encounter ended when the snake retreated from the area, while the mongoose failed to maintain its approach. After the two separated, the mongoose relied on speed and rhythm to create opportunities at close range. The snake maintained its advantage through quick reflexes and the ability to escape situations when pressured. The encounter ended with both sides separating, neither having complete control of the situation. As encounters conclude, each species departs with its own limitations and advantages clearly revealed. In nature, outcome doesn't always come from strength, but from controlling distance, timing, and space. The strategies repeated across situations demonstrate that survival instincts adapt to specific conditions. The cycle ends when a balance is re-established, and each species continues to exist within its own limits,